would have been that big of a blowout. I mean, kinda sorta was. They had the Super Bowl when I lived down there. I didn't go. I didn't really. I was focused on my business. It would have been nice to go. Yeah, I've been to the stadium. I've only been to the college games, which were a really good time. It was really cool. They'd have to blow off the cannons and that. It's freaking beautiful down there. I miss it. Still have friends in that down there. Even customers I talk to every once in a great while. I don't really have that great of news to talk to people, so I really don't like dial them up and hey, blah blah blah. I don't have much. It's like, yeah, it's cold, it's snowy, it's cold, it's, yeah. That's just, it is what it is. But it is nice being next to my family, though. That was the one thing that sucked living down there. Being away from family and that. Oh, I can't get that one. That would really get to you after time. Really get. It was hard. Hard to get over it, actually. First year was probably the toughest, easily. Okay, if we can get these on. Come on. I don't want to be wrangling this wire too hard, because if it breaks off inside that transformer, flarkst. My positive wire. Go yellow to have some contrast. Alright. Okay, and solder. Oh, I want to use this. This flux is, I don't know what is in this flux, but I have the best luck with this stuff. Solder anything with it, I swear. It's just, whatever that is. It's like $6 for that. I thought it was a little pricey at the time, but man, am I ever happy. I just have no issues with it, and it doesn't leave the big sloppy mess. It's not the cleanest stuff now either, but it's not the big huge slopping mess that you get from other stuff. Alright. Get these tinned. See how nice that is? It just tins so nice. Fast. Get this cleaned up quick. Get some goodies on there. There we go. Alright. So what do I want? I got red and black. So we'll go bang bang. Like I say, I want to get these first. I think I want to get some flarks on this. Dabble. Always seem to help me the most is when I pretend whatever I'm doing. I can't hardly see what I'm doing here. That wire is so small. You got it or I didn't, and I got it. Yes. And I'll pull it up quick. Hopefully it don't slide down, because it'll shrink because of the heat. If it does. And maybe maybe I better do these two and then hit that last, because these two are weird. Weird. In a weird spot. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, maybe it'll... I guess it'll be alright. Seemed like it was a bad solder spot. Oh, you bitch. This one might be the... That one ain't the prettiest. Come on. Yeah, these suck. These frickin' fibered wires suck. I'll tell it just like that. They suck. Fucking bitch. Fuck you, fucker. Just blowing on it isn't really the best thing to do. From what I hear, it makes it go too fast, and you can have a bad joint from it. But it's what I do. It works. This works for me. Alright, a little heat on it. Get this ratchetified. How can I do that where I'm not cooking everything else? There we go. Just want to keep the blade. I'd rather use a... I like using a lighter a lot better, but we're on the move here. Time is money. And something else like that. Whoopsies. You just see I've had the whole plethora of tools out here, the old pickers and all that, getting it because the wires are wrapped around, which I like. I like that they wrapped it. I like to have a through the hole and at least a clip around. They went through the extreme. They went through the hole and wrapped the whole way around. And meanwhile, when they come back around, they went and caught up with the resistor wire that was in there. It's a little heavier wire, but they wrapped also over top of that, which is, yeah, you can't see it when it's all under solder, all under a hunk of solder, so you got to get that out. I would have attempted and went after that and showed that on video, but I knew that was going to be a process and a big struggle, even worse than this, so I didn't want to put you guys through that pain. I don't want you guys feeling, I don't want the pity party. It gets to be a pity party sometimes, and I don't want that. Nobody wants that. Let me get that to sit down. Just sit. Alright, that's it. Now we're on the Variac. I can put this away for now, I think. So since I had good luck, well, I don't want to get too cocky now. I get cocky. I just want to go real slow. Nice and slow here, bringing this up. No rush whatsoever. Just slowly feed the voltage. Let the capacitor slowly build up. I'm going to have it on the kilowatt here, which is plugged into the isolation transformer. That should be plugged into it. It's not currently. It is going to be right now. I wasn't thinking going that way. I was avoiding my isolation transformer. I didn't want to do that. Okay, contact Variac is coming up right now. That is on. Here, I can show you guys what's going on here, I think, without... See that ruckus right there? Yeah. And the Variac squirt right there. Oh, yeah. We're still getting used to this situation here. So, yes. Bango, that is on. And slowly, I want to be connected to this and see my voltage on there. So I don't want to use that. Them things annoy me. I want these. This, you guys should be able to see. If I put it in the right spot, I'll get some good clampies on it. Oh, I got some nice clampies for it, actually. Yeah, I get to use my new clippy clampies. Clip clap. Cool. These things are not cheap at all, and a little tough to find, but I know there's nothing like having, it's these the most, the test tools that are the right ones, or decent ones, that seem to be my, I don't mind paying a little bit extra. I even made up some of the other type. Then I got my cushion here, because them like the clip, slip around, clip, flip around and that with the tension on them and move, so that should stop them from moving, so we should be good there. I can actually go to, it's going to be AC, and I can go to Bang and get the display on that. Hopefully you guys can see also. Let me push this under. S 13.26 volts. Yep, down to nothing. So we're gonna go. Okay, and I'm watching right here. I got my watts. Amps at 0.01, so 10 milliamps. Watts, 0.1. It was at 1. At 13, I'm 7, 8, 9 volts, 10, 11, 12, 13. The range is coming up here soon, so it should flip. Oh, I got it on watts. We don't want that watts setting. I want, there we go, 1.1 watts, 21 volts. There it goes, it flipped. And we're gonna chill here. 1 watt. So we're not, if we had a bad capacitor, we would be shorting that capacitor now. So that's what they do. They turn into resistors. That's why, like, when I first read it, it was a resistor. But let me just make sure I ain't got anything hot. Even though I'm in the isolation transformer, I can go over, you know, and run that, but I mean, it's a lot safer to use if you got a heat test gimmick. Use it. Why not? A lot safer than putting your hands in there, especially with all these. There's quite a few of them, so. All right. I can get it where you guys can check it out too. Bring it up. So the highest right now is 70 volts. We'll see if I can't get a. I'll put this next to my face. I'll let it heat up by my face, and then put it down here, and this will be, yeah, see, this will be a reference. Let me you make it hot or cold, it'll give you a reference. So here's our corner. So you can actually, there's times where you can see the actual line voltage. It's gotta be brutal for you guys trying to see this with the glare and everything. Oh my gosh. I can only tip it. I see it just jamming you with the darn glare. Sorry about that. Anyways, they're really, I mean, 70 should be right around, usually right around where your input is and where your resistors are going to be. So here's, again, the reference. That's my pen. So here's the edge. So the highest was 74. So, no, don't save it. Shut it. Oh, I hit the camera button. Yeah. So cool. We are still 1 watt. That's what I want to watch. 1 watt. And at 25.52 volts. AC, that is 60 hertz. So. And this is letting, again, nice and slow. Again, we're letting our, there's a lot of resistors in here. Or yeah, resistors, capacitors. So we want to bring them up real nice and slow. So you don't want to get real crazy yet. These are all 85 degree also. 85 degree capacitors, which I'd rather see 105 if possible, but we can give her a little more juice. I don't even mind 1.1 watts. Now if that bounced to 2 watts, now I'd start to pull on the brake pedal, you know. Start to wait, what's going on? Maybe I need someone refoiling. Someone's synergizing. It's a whole process. I can't explain it right now. Man, every day is a long day. No. It actually, it's basically almost inside. They have a corrosion that gets on the film. And when you're I can't even remember what they call it. Recapping? No, you're re-something the capacitors, refoiling them. I don't. You're doing something to make them happy. If you go nice and slow, that's what you're doing. Down to 1 watt again, 1.1, 33 volts, bringing her up more. Bring you guys out so you can see this again. 33. 34, 35. I think I can get this to do voltage too. AC though, no, I gotta feed in, I need to feed in DC so it won't like it. That's right. If I fed in DC, I believe I could do AC. Or would it just show it as DC? It might be off, it might show it. And the nice thing is this has got it's a low bandwidth, obviously, you know, scope diagram type deal here. It's nice showing that we got nothing silly going on, you know, no jumping, spiking like that. The furnace. That needs to come up on a Variac. I think it had a capacitor that was. So 1.1 watts up to almost 40 volts, 38.5, 39, 40. Woo, 40 volts. 40 volts, 40 volts, 40 volts. We'll test, see if this will light off the 40 volts. I don't think it does. This is just a neon. It's a test. I think someone made this actually. It's a test lamp. It's got a little bulb in there. I think someone actually just made this. They got a little resistor. I see green on there, so that's going to be a mega ohm or 10 mega ohm or something mega ohm tester. Oops, bang that. This might show it. This is an odd duck here. This thing takes a battery that I've never seen before. It's actually like this big. Hello. That big, as round as this is, pinky finger, and that big. Yeah. Odd ass battery. But you see that? You can't see it. You gotta believe it to see it. I guess. I can't even get it up to you guys. Oh my, unbelieve. I'm holding it by the collar here because the rest of it's metal. Is it lighting? Now it won't even light? How the hell was I getting it to light over there then? What? How was this lighting it then? It's lighting. It's lighting. How is it not lighting going right on the contact? There it goes. You guys can see it. Yeah. So, 1 watt, 40 volts. Let me check my... I got 2 stand-up resistors. Standing resistors. So 40 volts, we'll go a little more. 43. Still at 1 watt. Oh, it didn't have the fuse cap. 46. I have this off. I would like to have that on. See if it changes anything. 1 watt. Hang these, otherwise they'll end up in my fingers. Okay, 1.1. We'll go a little higher. I mean, we're making great progress here. Let's see what my line voltage is. This is again through the isolation transformer, so it could be off a little bit. 123.0 is my voltage. Again, it's through a isolation transformer I got stashed over here. My amps are 10 milliamps, 9 milliamps, 10 milliamps again. Yeah, I'm gonna keep rolling. 51. 55. Still at 1 watt. I haven't seen anything. 63, 65, 70. Oh, the light went out on it. I thought something bleeped. 73. Let's see if I got any tubes coming up. I haven't even pulled any tubes to check them or nothing yet. So I really wanted to get the tube tester done. Again, if I wasn't on the Variac with the isolation transformer, I wouldn't be comfortable doing this. But because I can monitor my wattage, I know that I'm not like cooking down a tube or something, you know. And if that starts to happen, I can bounce right on it. And I mean, 10 milliamps, we're talking 10 milliamps. That is what an LED, a typical red LED light's at. 10 to 20 milliamps. 20 on the high end. So, 78, 80 volts of AC. Still 1 watt. $90 volts. We'll go right to a 99, 100. 1 watt at 100 volts. No lighting that I can see. So something ain't right, I'm guessing. I could be talking out my pert hole, but I don't think that's right, because I should have some conduction going on with these tubes. As far as I know, they should be lighting up, at least the filaments, and that's only like what, 6 volts, right? Let me get another tester in here. I want to test the, if I can find my plate, not the plate, the grid. Duh. Oh my god. The filament. Hello, that one. Yeah, not screen grid, not the friggin' okay. Is it 1 and 7? Let me get my paper quick. Tubes. don't exactly remember what pins were 1 and 7. They're upside down anyway. Oh, was that it right there? No, of course not. Let me just look up typical power tube pin layout I'll do. And that should tell me. Okay. Ixnay that. Still at 1 watt. We should be 101, 102 for voltage. I mean, we should be generating more. Okay, let's go here. We'll go Google search. I want vacuum tube. I want to do power